In the tumultuous world of the UFC, where glory is measured in gold, there's a select pantheon of legends, guys like Anderson Silva, John Jones, George St. Pierre, and Conor McGregor. Well, these names are synonymous with greatness, etched in history with lengthy championship reigns. But amidst the glittering array of champions, there lies a group of warriors who, despite their exceptional skill and unwavering dedication, never quite ascended to that coveted throne. They're the ones who poured blood, sweat, and tears into the octagon, only to fall short of ultimate glory. Number 5, Dustin Poirier. Let's kick off today's list with the fighter who inspired it all, Dustin "The Diamond" Poirier. The Louisiana native recently faced a tough loss to Islam Makhachev at UFC 302. Despite being a 3-time contender for the lightweight division's top prize, Poirier has consistently fallen just short of the title. However, Poirier's career inside the octagon is nothing short of legendary. He's triumphed over some of the sport's biggest names, including Conor McGregor, Max Holloway, and Michael Chandler. Even in defeat, losses to Khabib Nurmagomedov and Charles Oliveira, Dustin has shown the world how to take losses and overcome them like a true warrior. Over more than a decade with the promotion, Poirier might not have captured the title outright, but he's earned 10 Fight of the Night honors and solidified his status as a household name among fans. Poirier's legacy is undoubtedly cemented, proving that he didn't need a belt to become one of the sport's all-time greats. Number 4, Tony Ferguson. The next fighter on our list is still active, but things haven't been looking great lately. Tony Ferguson, once riding a 12-fight win streak, became the interim UFC lightweight champion of the world. Despite this incredible achievement, he never managed to claim the lineal championship. Due to a mix of circumstances and injuries, the much-anticipated bout with the division's top fighter at the time, Khabib Nurmagomedov,
I'm gonna hit you so hard in your stomach, you're gonna blood, kid.
never materialized. The saga between Ferguson and Khabib from 2015 to 2020 remains legendary, marked by an outstanding 5 canceled bouts, as if destiny itself conspired to keep them apart and deny Ferguson his dream of reigning as the lightweight king. In 2020, Ferguson's remarkable winning streak came to an end, marking the beginning of a downward spiral. Since then, he has lost 7 fights in a row, falling out of the title picture completely. Now, Ferguson's focus has shifted from gold to respect as he seeks to end his career on a high note and ride off into the sunset. Number 3, Uriah Faber. Our next fighter may not have captured a UFC championship, but his trophy case is anything but empty. Uriah Faber, better known as the California Kid, is one of the most iconic lightweight fighters of his generation. He held the WEC featherweight title twice and was the face of the promotion until their merger with the UFC in 2011. Once in the UFC, Faber continued to shine, flexing his star power in the lighter weight divisions. Despite his WEC success, the UFC belt eluded him. He fought for the title an astonishing 4 times, always the contender, but never the champion. Yet, that never stopped him from putting on spectacular performances. Faber's later career was marked by impressive victories over names like Brad Pickett and Eddie Wineland, proving he still had plenty of fight left in him. Today, he's the mastermind behind Team Alpha Male in California, and while he might not have claimed UFC gold himself, he was in the corner when his protege, Cody Garbrandt, did just that. Faber's legacy isn't just about the titles he fought for, it's about the undeniable championship pedigree he brings to the sport. Number 2, Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson is often hailed as the best fighter to never win a UFC championship. He began his journey in mixed martial arts in 1997, swiftly making a mark by winning the Brazil Open lightweight tournament. Less than a year later, he clinched another victory at UFC 17, despite fighting through a broken jaw. Henderson's early success was a testament to his toughness and skill, setting the stage for a storied career. He was the only fighter to hold titles in 2 different weight classes simultaneously in a major MMA organization during his tenure with Pride Fighting. His victories over notable fighters like Wanderlei Silva and Michael Bisping have solidified his reputation as a legend. His knockout of Bisping at UFC 100 remains one of the most iconic moments in MMA history. Despite his accolades and high-profile victories, Henderson never captured a UFC title. He faced champions like Anderson Silva and Quentin Rampage Jackson, pushing them to their limits, but he fell short. His resilience and ability to compete at the highest levels across multiple weight classes into old age have earned him immense respect within the MMA community. Dan Henderson's legacy is not defined by the absence of a UFC championship, but by his extraordinary accomplishments and relentless fighting spirit. Inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, Henderson is celebrated as one of the godfathers of the sport. Number 1. Chel Sonnen. Chel Sonnen began his mixed martial arts career in 1997 at the age of 19. Despite a promising start, Sonnen faced setbacks which saw him get released by the UFC, leading to notable runs across various promotions, including Bodog Fight and World Extreme Cage Fighting. When Sonnen returned to the UFC, he did so with a vengeance, establishing a reputation as a relentless competitor and one of the most entertaining trash talkers in the sport. His most famous bout came against Anderson Silva at UFC 117, where he dominated the reigning middleweight champion for 4.5 rounds before succumbing to a triangle choke. This fight earned both fighters Fight of the Night honors and is often cited as one of the best in UFC history. He'd go on to have 2 more title shots in his career, both losing efforts to Silva and John Jones at light heavyweight. Despite his formidable skills and numerous high-profile fights, Sonnen never captured a UFC title, a distinction that underscores his status as the best fighter to never win a championship. Instead, Sonnen's legacy in mixed martial arts is marked by his charismatic persona, his ability to promote fights, and his in-cage tenacity. His bouts, particularly against Anderson Silva, are remembered as some of the most brilliant in sports history. Despite never holding a championship belt, Sonnen's impact on MMA is undeniable, earning him a place in the UFC Hall of Fame for that iconic fight with Silva.
I can't let you get close.
Can you hear my
His career serves as another example that championship titles are not the sole measure of greatness in the world of mixed martial arts.
Every time I wake up, shit feel the same. Got a million thoughts and they weighing on my brain. Sipping on my favorite liquor just to ease the pain, cause I feel like I'm crazy and desperate need to change. Making plans to move and talking state to state. Talking pounds and haze, medical high grade. Look how my eyes stay, what more can I say? How dare a nigga tell me that this rap won't work?